Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you can...
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
50 Maverick. Cut my team. Cut my team. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
Deputy Ranger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18. Pioneer.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
19 right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
18 60 Maverick. Cut 19. Cut 19. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw again. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19 Tigers.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun now on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This one taken in by Otten. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On second down, it's Taylor. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got it. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Brian Burns coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it is 42-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Cut back team! Cut back team!
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Throwing is Hurts.
On the left side, Gallup's got it.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Again, it's Taylor.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 14. Running left, Taylor.
And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. They'll let Taylor try and run. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the Cowboys.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch, can't get Jonah. Yeah, I'm so independent, ain't so